Experience the Word of God anytime, anywhere for free. Tune in to our audio Bible at jehovahsaint.com. It's a gift for your soul, available now.
Hello and welcome to Jehovah's House of Saints. Today we're going to talk on the topic, who was Elijah in the Bible? What do you know about Elijah in the Bible?
Elijah was a prophet in the Hebrew Bible, known for standing up to the corrupt King Ahab and his wife, Jezebel. He performed miracles, like summoning fire from heaven and raising the dead. Any thoughts on Elijah and his story?
He also took his cloak. It was either Elijah or Elisha took Elijah's cloak and hit the water, and the waters parted where they could walk across on a...
Right, that was Elisha, Elijah's successor. After Elijah was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind, Elisha used Elijah's cloak to part the waters of the Jordan River, a powerful symbol of the passing of prophetic authority. What do you think of these stories?
I think it's 100% truth. Do you know anything else about Elijah?
Elijah's journey was intense. He confronted false prophets at Mount Carmel, fled from Jezebel's wrath, and heard God's voice in a gentle whisper. He bridged the gap between heaven and earth. His story is a whirlwind of faith and fire. What part stands out to you the most?
What was the reasoning for the drought that he prayed for?
Elijah prayed for a drought as a consequence of Israel's idolatry and turning away from God. It was a dramatic call to return to faith, showing the power of prayer and the need for genuine devotion. Pretty intense, right? Anything else about Elijah you want to explore?
No, let's turn it over to Nova and Stella and let them continue this podcast. Thank you, brother.
We're diving into the fascinating life of Elijah, a prophet whose story is filled with drama, miracles, and a whole lot of fire. Ready?
Absolutely. Elijah's life was anything but ordinary.
He challenged a wicked king, faced down false prophets, and even experienced a profound period of doubt. Quite the roller coaster, right?
Indeed. And his story resonates even today, offering lessons on faith, obedience, and the power of prayer.
Let's start with his dramatic confrontation on Mount Carmel, 1 Kings 18:17-40.
And Elijah came to all the people and said, "How long will you go limping between two different opinions? If the Lord is the God, follow him. But if Baal is the God, follow him." But the people did not answer him a word. The tension must have been incredible.
It certainly was. The showdown between Elijah and the prophets of Baal was a pivotal moment. The fire from heaven was undeniable proof of God's power.
And then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt offering and the wood and the stones and the dust and licked up the water that was in the trench. A spectacular display.
Wow. And people's response? A powerful moment of conversion.
And when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces and said, "The Lord, he is God. The Lord, he is God." A complete reversal. Amazing.
But even after this incredible victory, Elijah faced a crisis of faith. 1 Kings 19:1-18.
And he went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a broom tree. And he asked for himself that he might die and said, "It is enough. Now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am no better than my fathers." He was utterly despondent.
Right, the weight of his responsibility, the threat from Jezebel, it was overwhelming.
Yeah. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a broom tree. And he asked for himself that he might die and said, "It is enough now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am no better than my fathers." He felt utterly alone. So sad.
Yet God's response was remarkable. He provided for Elijah's physical needs and then spoke to him in a still, small voice.
And after the earthquake, a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. A powerful reminder that God's presence isn't always dramatic. I see.
Elijah's legacy extends far beyond his own lifetime. Malachi 4:5-6 speaks of his return.
"Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the great and awesome day of the Lord comes." Prophecy fulfilled in John the Baptist.
And James 5:17-18 uses Elijah as an example of the power of prayer.
Elijah was a man of passions with us, and he prayed earnestly that it might not rain. And it rained not on the earth by the space of 3 years and 6 months. And he prayed again, and the heaven gave rain, and the earth brought forth her fruit. A testament to the effectiveness of fervent prayer. Powerful stuff.
So what are some key takeaways from Elijah's life?
His unwavering faith, even in the face of adversity, is inspiring. His boldness in confronting evil is a challenge to us all.
And his vulnerability, his moments of doubt, remind us that even the most powerful figures of faith struggle.
Absolutely.
Exactly. His story shows us that God's grace is sufficient, even in our darkest hours.
And finally, his ascension to heaven, 2 Kings 2:1-11.
And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. A truly awe-inspiring end.
Wow, a fitting conclusion for a life lived in extraordinary service to God.
A life that continues to inspire and challenge believers centuries later.
The story of Elijah is a rich tapestry of faith, courage, and vulnerability.
It's a reminder that God works in mysterious and powerful ways, both in the grand displays of power and in the quiet whispers of his voice.
It's a story that calls us to examine our own faith and to trust in God's unwavering love and provision.
Indeed, it's a story worth pondering and reflecting upon.
Thank you for this insightful discussion. Elijah's life truly is a remarkable testament to God's power and grace.
It's been a pleasure. That was a great discussion. Thanks for joining us.
In our journey through life, we often seek guidance and wisdom beyond our own understanding. St. Michael's prayer is a beautiful expression of this desire, a heartfelt plea for divine intervention and alignment with Jehovah's will. It serves as a reminder of the profound connection we can cultivate with the divine, allowing us to become vessels of his wisdom and love. St. Michael's prayer: I pray for Jehovah to speak through me all the time, and I pray for Jehovah to remove all my thoughts and implant his thoughts all the time, as I do not even want my thoughts. Because your ways are higher than my ways, and your thoughts are higher than my thoughts.